Okay guys, so let's quickly see what are loops. Now, what is the meaning of loop, right? A loop is basically a piece of code. Let's say I want to print hello 5 times. Okay, so if I want to print hello 5 times, the basic thought that would come to your mind is that write print hello, print hello, print hello, print hello again and again. And now you can see that hello is being printed. But what if I want to write it 1,000 times? Now we can't do that, right? We can't just copy paste 1,000 times again and again. Okay, let's say that if you are a maniac and you will do 1,000 times. What if I want to print it 1,000,000 times? Now I am a maniac, but don't worry, we won't be copy pasting this again and again and again. So what we do instead is we use loops. Okay guys, so let's quickly look into what are loops. And let's start with the first loop, which is if, let me write the basic syntax, and else. Okay, this is how if and else are written. Now let's understand this with an example. Let's say I have a bool boy equals to true. Okay, now I want to print, if the boy is true, I want to print that it is a boy, else I want to print that it is a girl. Okay, so what I would do is boy equals to true. So I'm basically saying print it is a boy. So what's happening here is that if boy is equal to true, equal to means if LHS left hand side is equal to right hand side. You add double equals to when you want to check that both the sides are equal, and you add single equal to when you want to assign a value. So make sure that you do remember this. Let's quickly look at it again. When you want to assign a value, you use single equal to, and when you want to check that both sides are equal, you add double equals to. Okay, and else we will write if it's not true, it can only be false, which means it comes under else. So let's print it is a girl. Okay, and I will write a semicolon. So right now you can see that boy is true. So the statement is being satisfied. Okay, now the moment I save this and I press enter, it is showing me that it is a boy because boy was true. Now let's say that boy is not true and it is false. It will show me it is a girl. Okay, so I hope that you understand what basic of if and else is. Now there are other loops such as for and while. Okay, let me add statements here. For and while are two loops which are really interesting, and honestly we do not need them right now, but first I would suggest you to use if and else and learn them thoroughly, because we will be using these two way more than we will be using for and while. Okay, so for if and else you can also do one thing. What if your boy is neither true nor false? Okay, let's say here only I write if else. So this is what is called elif. What if you want to add another condition, right? Let's say what if boy is equal to false. So if boy is equal to false, it will show girl, and else if none of them are true. Okay, if it's neither boy nor a girl, if it's neither true nor false, then we will add else print nothing here to see. Okay, so let's quickly try to print it, and right now you can see that boy is false, so that is why you are seeing that. So for boolean, basically it can only be either true or false. To print out this else statement, what we can do is one more interesting thing. Okay, so let's say I am using a variable string gender equals to nothing right now. Okay, you can also assign an empty string to any variable. So let's say for now I am printing boy. Okay, and I will quickly make some changes here. Now you guys think in your brain that what should come. Gender, if gender equals to boy. Now for boy we need to use these double quotes. True and false are already keywords assigned for Dart, so you don't really need to use double quotes. But apart from true and false, you would mostly have to use these double quotes every time you are writing a string, even in the condition. So if gender equals to boys, meaning if gender has the value boy, print it is a boy. Else if gender, so we will change this here, gender equals to a girl, okay, we will print it as a girl, else print nothing here. So right now you can see that it is a boy. Let me quickly remove this boolean to avoid confusion. Okay, so you can see that print gender is right now assigned the value boy. So we should be printing print boy. It is a boy, right? So right now it is printing it is a boy. Now what if I am writing here something, okay, GRE. I don't know what the heck that means. So let's say if I run the command here, so it is printing nothing else here to see. We can add multiple else if here. So let's add another one. What if in else if we add, by the way, there can only be one else for one particular loop, but there can be multiple else if. Okay, so if in else if, let's say if gender is equal to none, or let's say if gender equal to non-binary, you can add spaces as well. Print a beautiful child is born. Okay, and let's print semicolon at the end, and let's go with up arrow key, enter, and you can see nothing here to see right now because the value of gender is GRE. Now I will write here non-binary, and I will assign. I'm basically assigning the value to gender, which is non-binary, and if the value of gender is non-binary, you will print a beautiful child is born, right? So I hope that you guys understand the basics of if else. If I might be using for and while in the future, and if you guys want, you can just skip these two loops for now. So guys, let's quickly move on to the next video.